have been an old Model T.
And this was
my dad.
your dad.
And I was a kid probably, I don't know, 10, 12, 8 to 10 probably. I wasn't very old.
Yeah.
And way back, and of course there were Model Ts, you know, around.
Right.
But of course Dad was poor as a church mouse, but managed somehow or other to get a hold of this Model T car. Didn't have a top on it. It was just two-seater, you know. And, well, it was supposed to have a top, but I think it deteriorated maybe. But anyway, well, they were decided they would go up to Grandpa and Grandma Curran, lived up near Mapleton. And,
Mapleton?
No, Blue Mountain, I'm sorry.
Blue Mountain,
We
okay,
lived around Mapleton, Kansas, and a farm down there. Okay. So we took off. Well, he didn't know anything about driving at sea, and hadn't learned or asked anybody, apparently. He thought he probably knew everything. Well, about a mile, we came out, turned the corner, and started west. And about a mile away, there was this, it was a good-sized hill. Now, I mean, there was no question about that. But, of course, in this day and age, any car just go on over it, you know. Well, he was giving her the gun, you know, and it was just, we were rattling and blowing along, and got almost to the top of the hill and wouldn't go anymore. I may have died, I don't know, I don't remember. Well, back down we went, you know, back down the hill. I don't know after how many tries, the same old thing would happen. Well, we'd all get out, you know, and maybe it could make it over there, not loaded down with Mama and we 3 kids. And we were out there all afternoon, and we never got any farther than that. Oh, I tell you.
How'd you ever get it over there? What do you have to do?
Well, I think somebody then instructed him on what to do. I don't know what. I don't know whether you could put it down into a.
Well, Model T, you had 3 pedals.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can remember. You had a handbrake over here. I know that. And this one, I can't be sure if this is the clutch. I believe it was a clutch, what they called a clutch. And the middle one here was a reverse, and this one was a brake. Well, there was some way, I don't remember the details anymore, but you had to, for reverse, you push this one halfway down, and then you push your reverse. They had a series of bands.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd get to where the bands would slip, and you'd have to pull the top plate off and get a wrench and tighten the band up. Or put bands in. You'd hear people talking about, well, we got to tighten the bands on the car, or we got to put new bands in it. And anyway, when you had to go to a lower gear, but that he couldn't make it high, on this left one, you had to push it on down, the bands took hold a certain way, and that geared you down.
Okay.
But
And
see, he
he wasn't doing that, I guess.
No.
Probably take too much of the car after that, did
Oh, well, oh, yeah, and dangerous. Oh, he was a dangerous driver. But after he had worked well, we were out there all afternoon, never did get to Grandma and Grandpa's, and, but we got back home, and then I think he asked somebody, you know, what you were supposed to do, and from then on we could, eventually got a top over the thing. And,
Well, you know,